All right. Today's date is 16th January 2024. Um, this video is an update with regards to the status of my marriage, my wife and my baby. Okay. The previous video, if you're not aware, you can just uh, check. That is, the title of the video is My Marriage, It's Over, What's Next, video 7112. Okay, I'll put the link down below if you're not aware of what is going on. Um, so I thought I would just share with you, after nearly a month that this incident took place, um, what happened ever since I made that video, what happened and where do we actually stand and what is the final decision, the verdict now. Uh, I needed time. To be honest with you, I needed time. And just one thing before I even go into this: if you see me looking at the screen, it's because I've jotted down these points because there are quite a number of them, and I don't want to miss out on any. Having said that, I just got one point. Just give me a second. Let me type it out. Um, okay. The reason why I'm um, looking at the screen is because I don't want to miss anything. This is one single take, and I will share everything with you. Okay. Um, Feel free, put down your thoughts down below. Um, you know, uh, that's how we communicate. Okay. So it has been 1 month since that incident took place, and I genuinely needed time. I needed time to figure things out. Okay, see, because see, what you need to understand is life is not like, hey man, just forget it. Give a second chance. People make mistakes, and um, you know, when something is important to you, when something really matters to you, and your trust is broken or you're hurt, it takes time. We are not machines. We are not like, just let it be. And also keep in mind, when you have a family, when you're dealing with someone you love, you really need to think what you're going to do, what is your decision, because there is always a tendency that our family people, the people we love, the people who are close to us, they can take you for granted. They can take their blessings for human beings. They take their blessings for granted. They take people for granted. Like I've told you this. People pay me a lot of money for my advice, guidance, counsel, mentoring. But my own family people, my own family members, who are maybe not even at a not all, but many of them are not in like middle class. Some of them are even lower class. If I were to offer to help them and guide them, they would laugh at me. They were like, "Who the hell are you?" And they would take me for granted. People who I studied with in my school days, like I said, not all, but the few who are not doing well at all, they would just laugh at anything I would tell them. So they say in Hindi, no, "Gar ki murgi dal barabar." That means, uh, if you roughly translate, you can correct me if I'm wrong. The chicken in the house, the home cooked chicken, okay, meat, tastes doesn't taste very nice. It tastes just like lentils, It doesn't. But if you were to, like they say, a prophet is never appreciated in his own country. So people who know you take you for granted, whether it's your child, whether it's your parents, whether it is your brother, sister, anyone. And in fact, they consider it your duty to help them. Try helping anyone in your family. Try lending money. They will never be grateful. They'll say, it's your duty. I looked after you so many years. I was there for you. So I had to be very careful how I approach this situation, because remember, this has been a 6-year relationship. I know 6 years is not much, but There's so many times I told my wife so many things, but over the years of getting to know me, like they say, familiarity breeds contempt. It went from one year, came out of the other year. It came to a point where she just got used to me, like, shouting at her, like, what are you doing? She would just keep quiet because she knew after some time I would cool off, and if it was very serious, maybe after 3 days or a week, I would cool off. And if I would shout at her, she would show changes for a few days and then go back to normal. Whether it was wasting time watching YouTube videos, being lazy at work. So, with regards to this trust issue, I wanted to make sure that I drove home a point, and this mistake should never ever be repeated. But the question was, how in the world am I going to uh, drive home this message? What can I do? From the past 6 years, I've been telling my wife, take life seriously. One day I will die. What will you do? Be responsible with the money. Don't take your blessings for granted. Don't be lazy. It's like a parent telling the child again and again, study hard, study hard. Don't waste time. Don't waste time with your these friends. They are useless. But the child doesn't listen. Then by the time the child realizes, sheesh, I should have studied hard. I should have taken life seriously. It's too late, man. It's too late. I'm sure your parents might have told you, if you are an adult, your parents must have told you, see, you know, take your life seriously, study hard or work hard, or, one day when we are not there, you'll realize the value of parents. I'm sure parents must have told you that. And today, when you are a parent yourself, you're like, oh, sheesh, man, how my parents must have tolerated me, how much they did for me. Yeah, we take people we love for granted. Like, I'm pretty sure my my daughter doesn't know how many times when she was sick in the night, we didn't sleep. My daughter is not aware of that. My daughter is not aware that every time she comes from school home, we prepare food for her. We make sure that she's okay. We make sure that she's ready and prepared to go to school the following day. It all takes time, man. And we take our parents, we take the people we love for granted. And I used to tell my wife, see, listen, you came from the village. You came from a place where just to eat rice, every day you would eat only rice and curry, rice and some gravy, where eating chicken was like once in 3 days or once in a week. Eating prawns and all that, and crabs and expensive food was once in 3 months or 6 months. And that overpriced durian, which is the Thai food, they would eat once in maybe 3 months or 6 months, and they would get a small piece. And now, after she came and started to stay with me, she could eat every single day. I'm not I'm not saying it as if I did a big favor, but I gave her a very good life. I did my best. She hardly had one small ring, which was gold. I bought her gold like every month I was buying her gold. So I did my best to give her a good life. And I'm not saying that she didn't do anything in return. She did her role, I did my role. But there are certain rules you don't break, like me sleeping with another woman. That is unacceptable. I can't say, oh, it was a mistake. I can do it, but I choose not to do it. So I had made some rules for my wifey. I told her, never tell me a lie, always tell me the truth. And second one is, don't break my trust. And the third one, you could say it's related to trust. You take out one penny, ask me, inform me. I will say yes or no, but don't spend one single baht without my permission. And the reason for that is not because uh, it's not because I'm stingy or that. Man, she's not earning. I'm earning. I am earning. She doesn't know the value. She doesn't know how to earn. So I have to protect the nest that we are building. Because end of the day, see, I'm 46, going to be 47 another few more days. After I die, I will die first. She is in her 30s. I will die first. Sure, with my health conditions and all that. All this money is what? I'm going to take it in my grave. It's for you. It's for the baby. But learn to manage it, no? And lending it to strangers, lending money to strangers, that also not your money. Taking it from my account and giving it, that was, in fact, I told her, you can't even give your own family, let alone friends. And how can you make such decisions without consulting me? So when that rule was violated, it shocked me beyond anything, because right from day one that we met, I told her this. And every single day, not every day, but I always repeat it. In fact, if you see my videos, I used to proudly state my wife she has access to all my bank accounts. She has all my cards. Even if she takes a single baht, she'll ask me. I used to proudly say that because I believed in her 100%. And she violated that trust. And I told her, the day you spend a single baht, I told her, we are finished. And she knew that. And even after knowing that she did it, it's like if a female tells a guy, or let's say, you, if you're a girl and you tell the guy, or you're a guy, you tell the girl, you sleep with someone, you have sex with someone, that day we break up. And yet they go and have sex with someone, then what will you tell them? Oh, if they tell you, oh, it was a mistake, I just lapse of judgment, I lost control. No, you know the price to pay. You have to pay the price. You can't commit a crime or do something wrong and say, oh, I did a mistake, sorry. No, what sorry? Sorry doesn't cut it, man. And how many times she has said sorry over the period of time, repeating mistakes again, again, whether being lazy or whether wasting time or not doing work properly. So it was building up. So I needed time, and I took nearly a month. It has been nearly a month since that incident took place. And for me, I never forget. I just cannot forget. I am that obsessive person. I cannot forget if someone does something bad. And that also a person who I completely trust. It's very hard for me to trust people. I've been cheated by my mother, my stepfather, loved ones, relatives. I've been raped. I've been molested. I've been beaten, bullied. So I look at the world as a very ugly place, And then after all these years, 30 years, even you saw my suicide video where my own mother betrayed me. After going through all that till the age of 36, for me to again trust, and before I even got married to my wifey, that previous Thai girl who came down here, we got official, we stated we are getting married, she tattooed my name. She took 100,000 baht and ran off. And that also she went back to her ex-husband after trusting her, protecting her, everything. So to know that again it has happened. So I really had to think. Now, like I told you, I know that she didn't do out of bad intention. The teacher sent the message, oh, my child is sick. Oh, please help me. Okay, she did it out of a soft heart. But guess what? These are two things that will shock you. Two things that will shock you. You remember I had told you that if you see the previous video, that she sent the message, the teacher sent me the message, and I made it a point to speak to the wifey and said, see, listen, we got the message, the teacher wants money, 500 baht. So she said, no, don't give. Don't give her. She has sent me also a message. Yeah, I said, I'm not going to give her anything because she'll not pay me back. She said, don't worry, she will pay you back. I said, when I'm not given her, why will she pay me back? She said, no, she will pay me back. Then I was like, wait, what do you mean pay me back? So then 1 + 1, I immediately told, did you give her the money? Did you take out money from my bank account and give her without informing me? And then she said, yes, yes. And many of you told me that, oh, at least she honestly told the truth. No, she didn't tell the truth. She, by mistake, opened her mouth. And how am I so sure about it? Because later on, when I did, you know, I was giving it to her every single night, shouting. I was very hurt. I was every day giving it to her. And I told her the only reason I didn't, I'm not blocking, deleting, and getting you out of my life is at least you had the decency to tell me the truth. And then she started to cry and she was crying. I told her, I'm not affected, I'm not impacted by your tears. You keep crying whenever you make a mistake and you just say sorry and you go back. You cry whatever the hell you want. It's your fault. Then she said, please don't break up with me, block me. I'll tell you the truth. So then I was like, oh, sheesh. I'll tell you the truth means there's something more to say. I was like, yeah. Anyway, your punishment remains that you're going to be in the village. If you see my previous video, you'll stay in the village. You're not going to come back. You're going to be there. I'm not going to send you any more money. I'll just take care of the kid. Whatever basics you have to manage yourself because I need to sort this thing out. So I said, you already got the punishment. I'm not going to punish you more. So what have you to tell me now? And that is why she admitted finally, that is after 2 days or 3 days. This is not the first time I gave her money. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't show any reaction. It seems she gave her money November, and then she did it again in December. And then only after the teacher sent me money, sent me the message, then she admitted. I was like, oh man, come on. That means you have been doing things behind my back without telling me. And, the basic bullshit. Oh, I did it to help her. Her child was sick. And for those of you who feel sorry for her and the teacher, for those of you who feel sorry, this is the part you're not aware of what happened in the last 1 month. She felt sorry for that teacher, right? And she gave money for that teacher and the baby twice. Then finally I asked her the following day because it was too much for me. I asked her, did the teacher pay back your November money? She said, no. I said, did she pay back your December money in December? She said, no, she'll give me in January. So I said, okay, January when? She said, on the 1st. Fine, it's New Year. So I said, I'm going to follow up with you. I want my money back. Okay? It's not a big amount, but I want my money back. It's principle, it's trust. It's not how much money. Whether 1 or million, it's money. It's trust. You should ask me. You should inform me. It's my money. I earn. You don't earn. You can't go around distributing free money to unknown strangers because you feel sorry for them. Okay. I made sure every day in the evening we call. Evening she calls me. As soon as she called me on the 31st New Year, I said, tomorrow is, make sure the money is come back. Okay. On the 1st, I called her in the afternoon. I said, did you get the money back? She said, no, I called her. She's not picking up the phone. I said, okay. She's, oh, maybe it's because New Year, they had a party. I said, I don't care. Get the money back. She said, first, I want first. You gave the money to her. Now it's your responsibility. Get it back. You felt sorry for her, pity for her. You were helping her friend. Fine, get it back. Then I called her again in the evening. Did you get the money back? No, she's still not picking up the phone. I said, did you message her? She said, yeah, I sent her a message. Did she read? She read the message. And she's not responding. She said, no, maybe she's tired. Okay. Call her on the 2nd. She did the same thing on the 2nd. And this time, she did many times, every hour. The teacher reads the message, but does not send her the money. I said, I don't give a flying fuck. I want my money back. She said, she is part of this group where all the children are there. I'll send the message there and I'll send people that I know. I told her, didn't I tell you you'll not get your money back? Didn't I tell you? Don't lend money to anyone. You'll never get it back. Okay. Day 3, once again, same. everyone message, and there were people, oh, I'll send her the message. So finally, I got fed up. I was like, my blood was boiling. I told her, you get in touch with her mother or whomsoever and tell her I'm going to drive down and come to their house and I'm going to put you on the phone and ask her, give the money, because she's reading the message, she's not picking up. Before, she would pick up every time. When she would call, she would pick up every time. When she would call her, pick up every time, every second. But now she's reading the message and not picking up. Do you see the ruckus? When you give money, it's very bloody easy. But when you want to get it back, it's impossible. And she has helped this lady for her child, and she has got her monthly salary, which she's still not giving her. And you know what I told my wife? It is for this woman that you fucked up our marriage. For an unknown stranger, you betrayed your husband's trust, who provided for you, took care of you, bought you from the village, gave you a better life, and you threw me under the bus, so to speak, for a total stranger who doesn't give a fuck about you and doesn't want to even pay you back. And, I gave it to her. Finally, she told me, I will send the message to her mother. I said, tell her I'm coming. Okay, tell her I'm coming if she doesn't give. No sooner that message went, almost immediately, the money got transferred by her mother's account to her account. She said, I'm sorry, my daughter is sick, all that bullshit. That teacher's mother, they both teach in the same school. They give the money back. Mother gave. That teacher didn't respond to her. Still has, even to this date, it has been 16 days. Let me put off this AC, it's too cool. She has not responded to her, not acknowledged, not apologized, nothing. So, do you see? She risked the entire marriage, broke the trust, violated the very principle to help a total stranger who's not related to her with my money. And then when she wanted the money back, it's only because she sent the message to the mother, this guy is coming to your house now. They know, and tattooed, and people get scared and all that. She gave. Okay. So finally, I told my wife, see, nobody is going to take care of you. No friends, no family, nobody. Nobody is giving you money. Me, only me. I'm giving you money. I'm taking care of you. And you're ready to cheat me for them? So anyway, got the money back. Okay, so that was one part. Now, here's a funny thing. After, as this drama was going on, following up and all that, I knew for a fact the minute I put up this video, there will be two opposing sides. Either people will hate me or love me, one of the two. Either they'll say I'm right or wrong. And as usual, yes, the internet, you had divided opinions. I did face a lot of backlash. I did have, not many, but a few people unsubscribing. But what surprised me was people who I used to communicate with in a very respectful manner, some of them, they actually decided to delete me or whatever, which is fine, totally fine. But I follow policy. If you end the relationship, don't come back. Okay. And I know the reason why they decided to end it is because they found it very wrong what I did to my wife and I did to my kid. Okay. Fine. I understand. You deleted me. But there were many people who abused me also, which, you want to delete, fine, but giving me bad words and threatening and this and that, I don't need that. And there were some who went and gave me long advice, emails. I understand where you're coming from. You have a good heart. And there were even people who sent me WhatsApp messages. Okay. But here's what I didn't tell people. If you notice, I didn't put any video. And I never told anyone this, which I'm telling you today. because I didn't feel the need. Okay. I'm not going to abandon my my baby. I'm not going to abandon. I mean, are you fucking stupid to even think that I would throw away a child? It's not her fault. She has nothing to do with it. I mean, do I have to explicitly tell you that no, I am not going to abandon my child? Okay, that's one. The second one is, will I abandon my wife? That was a big question. Will I divorce her? Yes, at that point of time when I was emotionally very hurt and very upset, you have no idea how much it hurt me. For you, it may be very silly, but for me, I don't have mother, I don't have father, I don't have brother, I don't have sister. And even if they are alive, but we have broken off. I'm alone. I have been betrayed. I've been cheated. But I've lived the entire life through all this pain and suffering. And for me to create a small little nest, a small little family, and there also to be have my trust broken, man, it takes a lot. I married at the age of 40. After 40 years, I finally given my heart and soul. And that also, before I marry her, again, I got cheated just a few days ago by another Thai female who I knew for almost 6 months. So it hurt. However, it's not that I didn't love my wife and my kid. It's not that I didn't care, but I was hurting. I needed time, and I didn't abandon them. I did want to distance myself from them. I'll be honest with you. I did want to not take their calls, but she said, "Please, I will call every day, evening. The baby wants to talk to you. At least she'll feel happy." I said, "Fine." And my wife, this is what none of you know. My wife would call me every day in the evening and we would talk. Yes, initially, I would say for 1 week, every single day I was giving out to a left, right, and center, and it was very ugly. It was very hurtful. Means I had to let out the anger, frustration, pain. And yes, she did cry a lot and she was very sorry about it. But she is still immature. And I'll tell you why. Because even after blasting her and shouting and saying, and then I cooled off and we were doing normal. One day when I was just talking to her something about photographs and phones and all that, all of a sudden, out of the blue, I have these various phones. This is the Galaxy S23 Ultra. This is the new flip, which I got for second hand. I managed to get it dirt cheap. Someone bought it. This is the old phone. Okay. So I was just sharing, we're just talking about the new technology. And just imagine we have still unresolved issues about this. And my wife, like, this is where she's immature like a kid. She told me, send me the S23 Ultra. And I was like, we have not yet sorted out this issue. And you're already asking S23 Ultra. And she was like, what about something? She was just going on about some party and she was trying to joke with me. And I really fucking lost it again. It means I'm holding it in and you're fucking joking. And, just imagine you have already fucked up and we have not even made peace with that issue. And you're asking me, give me an S23 Ultra. It's not a cheap fucking phone, man. And you're not able to earn even $2, $3 a day and you want a S23 Ultra? You're not earning and you want again for free? And when I was giving you for free, and I gave my piece of my mind again, and it was really a bad, like 45 minutes to 1 hour. And I was like, fucking hell, man. She's just so immature. What the fuck is this? Yeah. When will she realize? Anyway, so why I'm telling you this is to tell you that she doesn't have a bad heart, but she is like a fucking kid, and I need to sort this out. I needed time. So every day we were speaking in the evening. Every day I would talk to the baby, and yes, I would try to talk to her without getting emotional. And after a week, things started to calm down. It took time, huh? By the way, it took time. And finally, now you could say we were just talking. She would call me every day. She would try to have a conversation. I would respond, but I wouldn't show emotions and feelings. Okay. What I wanted her to realize is the the whole episode, what I wanted her to realize is, one is violation of trust. One is money doesn't grow on trees. You can't start lending people. And the biggest thing which I wanted her to realize is, see, listen, today I'm there for you. I'm a foreigner. I earn in US dollars. You you you're Thai, you live like, you come from the village, you are simple, you're poor, you're having a good life. Don't destroy this. Enjoy it. Be happy. I provide for you. I take care of you. I give you money every single fucking day. All you have to do is follow my instructions. So, and I used to always tell her, if tomorrow I die, what will you do? Every day I used to ask her, if tomorrow I die, what will you do? Don't take life for granted. Every day I take baby 7-Eleven. Every day I take you out. Whatever you want, I give her my wallet. Whatever you want, she used to go and buy. She used to eat prawns every day. Every day prawns. Every day squid. Every day. I'll tell you, even in Dubai, I when I could eat prawns those days, I would eat prawns once in maybe a week or 2 weeks. It's not cheap to eat prawns and shrimps and crabs and exotic food every day. Here she would eat even the durian, that Thai fruit. She would have it once in 3 months or once in 6 months in the village. On such a small piece, even smaller than my fist. Here, I would buy her a whole 5 kilo, which would last her every day. And then after that, go to get her. Every time I would keep buying, like every day she was eating. So she had a good life. So I used to tell her, what if one day I die? What will you do, my dear? How will you take care of the baby? How will you take care of yourself? So I really wanted her to learn. And this proved to be the best opportunity for her to learn, which is why I told her, not sending me any money. You will pay for your own expense. You will take care of the kid. You'll manage the life. Yes, for the baby, any expenses, I'll take care. And one more thing which you do not know is, I send from here, I send, I think, 8 cartons or 6 cartons of milk and juice, whatever, for the baby. Uh, from here, I shipped it. I send all the additional clothes, chocolates, and this and that. Whatever the baby wanted, I sent. But not too much, because I wanted baby to live the simple life. My wife did ask, please send the iPad, please send the phone. I said nothing. No, she has to learn to live a village life. If I was dead, you're not going to buy an iPad. No, so let her live without the iPad. Let her play with children. And by the way, she has become taller now in just these few months. She plays outside in the sand with the children. She runs a lot. She plays outside in nature, which is what children should be doing, not sitting, lying down on the bed with an iPad. So she plays outside. She takes part in a lot of co-curricular activities. By the way, my wife, when she had gone there, the baby was not going to school. I insisted she will go to the local school. Whatever the money, I will pay. So it's not expensive. It's dirt cheap. So only, um, because she's registered here in Samui, she could not go to a government school there because she's registered here. So I told her, see some small, simple school or whatever will pay the teacher. So she's going to school. Then there it's a larger school. It's a public school. So she meets a lot of children her age, older than her, which she was never exposed to. And in fact, there's here, the teacher would buy the children from the cafeteria, like the seller. There, they are given money. They are supposed to have 20 baht per day. And the children have to go themselves and buy from the cafeteria, which I told my wife, very good. I want my daughter to be independent, to learn, okay, you give 20 baht, you get the change, that's how you manage. Let her decide. But I told her, no Coke, Fanta, Sprite, no aerated, drinks, um, chips, or something healthy. But children, they want to eat. But no Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and all that. I've made it very clear. Okay. Now, with regards to the wifey, I told her, I'm not going to support you. You have to work. Now, that really put her in a fix because she was used to easy money access. So she realized she couldn't travel to another part of the town because the kid would be alone. The kid and her are very close, and she has never been alone. And her mother also said, I can't take care of her. The sisters said, I can't take care. Helen is too hyper because she has ADHD. And I told her this, that tomorrow, if you ask anyone to help you, they'll say, oh, your baby, I love your baby, I'll take care. But when rubber meets the road, when you actually have to do it, nobody helps. And everyone said, no, we cannot take care. Everybody said, no matter even if you give money, we cannot take care. So my wife was stuck. So she couldn't go to another village. She didn't want to work in the construction. She didn't want to work as a cleaner. She didn't want to work as a waitress because it's very tough work. It doesn't pay anything at all. She tried going to the forest, collecting mushrooms and this and that. 8 hours of work, and she only got $2 or $3. So it was not working out. So finally, the money that I'd given her before. I was giving her every month whatever you wanted, and I'd even given her a budget for a birthday, budget for New Year before this incident. So I told her, I already have given you money. You learn to utilize that money. Before, she was going, literally taking her family and her friends and everyone out to eat every day, barbecue. They have this barbecue where they cook in a hot pan, like, with a fire, live, with soup and all that. So she was treating them, but now she couldn't afford to treat anyone. See, this is what happens. And the money she was earning, she was very particular how to save it. So she was realizing the value of money. So finally, she decided, there were many clothes here which I sent back that she had purchased and bought. So she set up a tent, a blue tent, like when marathon runners or, when there are public events, you see volunteers standing below a blue tent with four legs, and they have a table there with all the glasses filled with water, plastic glasses. So my wife set up a tent, two, three tents, and put couple of clothes for display near the road, near her house. Her house is near the road. And she put certain pricing, and she was selling. First day, she sold 1,000 baht worth of clothes. Second day, it seems 600. Third day, 800, then 400, 300. Every day, she's selling that. And now she is literally being like a businesswoman. She is buying things cheap, she's selling things at a profit, and she is counting her costs, counting her money. So you see, now she's learning. And she's valuing money. She's not going around spending unnecessary things. Before, my baby used to go and buy whatever she wanted. She told the baby, no, we have to manage to eat what is in the house. And my baby initially was being a rebel. No, I don't like this. I want, burger and French fries and all that. So when my wife stood her ground, my baby, first stubborn, then later on, hunger takes over. Now she's managing to eat simple food like the children. Okay. So both of them are learning. So I was very happy about it. And my daughter now, when she knows there's no iPad, no toys, she's playing around. In fact, there are a lot of these fairs and a lot of these activities which are going on. So my wife and the baby are going to play with all these fairs and all that, and meeting and interacting and learning, and learning to live a village life. And the accent and of the language, the dialect is slightly different. My baby is picking it up. Before, she was like very aloof. She didn't understand. I said, no, survival of the fittest. She'll learn the skills. So now my daughter knows how to go and buy things and ask for the change. My wife has taught her how to count. She's seeing the mother work and selling clothes. So she's also helping a little bit. And my wife is being very particular how much she spends. She's saving. She's not buying anything that is wasting. So things are working on it. It's kind of that she's realizing now. Now she's realizing. And, she did tell me, people in the village have started to gossip that, oh, what happened? She married the foreigner and now she's been here so long, and now she's set up a shop. Did they break up? And they're gossiping. I told her that tomorrow, if you go back to the village, this I had told her this before. You know, if tomorrow you go to the village, I break up with you, everyone will gossip. You'll not like it. They will talk. See, people only talk, but they'll never help. They will never talk good. So she's started to realize this. And even when she goes shopping and when she is now not spending like before, so people have started gossip. Oh, maybe her husband has left her. Maybe she has to earn. And now she's learning the value of money. Before she was just buying whatever, just buy 4 kilo, 3 kilo. Because I was there. I was taking care, footing all the bill. Now she is like literally buying only what she needs. So she's valuing her money. Okay. So now coming to the big news. Okay. Um, which you're not aware of. Today is January 16th. Okay. Today is my wife's birthday. Now, every year on her birthday, every year before when she was with me, I would surprise her. I would always give her something that would even be better than the previous year. That is why, when I told you that my wife asked 20,000, 15,000, $20,000 gold, 15 US dollar, huh? 15,000, $20,000 gold. Why did she ask that? Because every year I would push myself to collect money, save money, and buy her an even bigger gift. So this year, because of this problem that took place first time, I didn't bring up the birthday thing. I had already given her a budget, but that money I gave her before, so I didn't bring it up. And she was wondering whether I would wish her or not wish her, whatever. And I really didn't know what I would do. I'm being honest. I didn't know. I didn't think. But finally, I spoke to her on the 14th. I said, what are your plans for your birthday? She said, I there's nothing I'm going to do because I don't have much money. Before I wanted to at least take the family out to eat barbecue, but then after this problem happened, I know that I don't have the money to celebrate barbecue. Okay. Then she said, I thought maybe I'll bring food in the house and we'll have, but then there are at least 7, 8, 10 people I can't afford. And then my sisters, they don't have much money, and it's not right. I asked them, they can't give that much money. And my mom doesn't have any money. And she said, I'm just sad. And she also mentioned the fact that her mother, one day when I was shouting at her, that is before the first week, her mother accidentally came in the room. She saw her crying. And then the mother was upset. She was upset. And the mother said, uh, why did you complicate things? You should listen to him. And so everyone was sad. Basically, everyone was sad. So yeah, I wanted to give my mother something like a treat party, but I couldn't. And my mother is, because of this problem, she's planned to go on a pilgrimage for 2, 3 days, where they go to some place where there are monks and all that, and she'll come back for blessings for me and all that. She's saying, even I've been praying. Okay. So I listened to her, what she said on 14th. Okay. Then yesterday, that was 15th, again I asked her, what are your plans? She said, nothing. Just spoke to my mom. We'll just eat at home. Simple. We're not celebrating anything. Okay. She said, I might just buy a small little cupcake because our baby, feels happy. So we'll just cut the cake and one candle. I said, okay. Finally, I called her at 12 o'clock. I told her before I would call her the next day, that is following day, that is today, after I wake up. I normally wake up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Or I take calls only in the evening, 7 or 8 in the night. But yesterday, as soon as it struck 12 o'clock, which I normally do, I called her up at 12 and she immediately picked up the phone. I said, not sleeping. She said, no. First, I sent her happy birthday. I wanted to check if she's sleeping. And she picked up 12 sharp. That means she was not sleeping. So then I called her. And she didn't call me because I told her, you'll call me once a day and only in the evenings. So I called her up. I said, oh, uh, happy birthday. I told her. And she said, thank you. And eyes were slightly welling up. I could make out. So I said, how old are you now? So she said, like 35, whatever. I said, you're no longer a small girl. You're a woman. You're not a baby. You're not the youngest girl in the family. You're a mother. You're not getting any younger. You and I are both getting older. Then I told her, have you realized the mistake? She said, yes. And I said, now when you think about it, was it worth it? She said, no. Means she doesn't speak so fluently. We speak in broken kind of, but I'm giving it to you as a gist. I said, she betrayed you, right? She cheated you. She said, yeah, I never thought she would do that. I said, when you think about it, she said, I made such a big mistake. She's saying, you're my family, you take care of me, but I feel sorry for others. And she cheated me, and now she doesn't even pick up my phone. She doesn't give a message. I helped her, and I suffered for it. I said, do you realize now? Do you realize how easy it was to give the money, but how impossible it became to get the money back? Anyway, so I told her, and I told you, I'm not giving you any birthday gift this year, especially when you traveled, because we went way over the budget for this. You went for the grandmother's funeral, okay, travel and all that. So I said, there's no birthday. Still, after that, I gave her some amount of money to spend. I asked her, what is your budget? Okay. But after that, I told her nothing. And then this problem took place. So I told her I'm not doing anything. But then I finally told her, okay, I'll give you a choice as your birthday gift. And she was a little stunned. I told her, before I told you, you can never come back here. Okay. My birthday gift to you is you will decide when you want to come back. Okay. The date you give me, I will book the ticket and you can come back. So she all brightened up. She was very happy and she said, yeah, I can come back. And she said, and then again, mature as she was, so everything is back to normal. I said, no, everything is not back to normal. There are new rules in the house and you have to follow those rules. So I told her, it's not that I'm not angry. I'm still angry. I'm still upset. I'm still hurting, but I will move this tomorrow. For today, I'm keeping just myself, just for you, being happy. I'm not going to be angry today. Tomorrow, I'll be again angry, again upset. But that doesn't mean you come back, everything back to normal. You have access to the bank account. You can spend. No, all that is finished. By that, I told her, you make a mistake, you have to pay a price. If I kill someone, I can't expect, oh, I'm sorry and they will forgive me. I said, if I sleep with someone, some other lady, will you forgive? Will you say, hey, it's okay? No. There are consequences. You have to pay a price. So I said, you have lost the privilege for the bank accounts. You will not have access to any of my bank accounts. Your name is removed. You will keep your separate bank account. And I also told her, this is my new rule for you. Apart from these, every month you'll be given a salary, fixed income. I've not thought how much, but I will decide based on how much she earns and all that. You'll have fixed income and you will live within that budget. Okay, you and the baby will live within that budget. Before it was unlimited, now it is limited. Okay. And before she is to take money to buy food for me, she would buy something that I like and she would make something delicious and then she would eat it, which I used to tolerate, which I hated. But like she'll prepare a delicious squid, which is slightly expensive. And, I would eat little. Like right now, when I eat little, it lasts for at least 1 week, 2 weeks. When she would prepare, it would last for just a day or two because she would eat everything. So I used to tolerate that. So I told her, from now, whether you want to buy shrimps, crabs, prawns, you'll manage within that budget. If you want to buy one durian and eat it every day and you finish your money If you spend all your money within one day, then there's no money for the rest of the whole month. Then you have to borrow. You will learn to live within your means. Then she also asked me, uh, what if, uh, what? Um, what if I want to buy new things? I said, you will manage. You have to generate your own income. I'm not going to give you anything. You earn your money, I earn mine. And she said, what if I want to run the business? Yeah, you generate your income, run the business. And she said, what if I want to run the business and work at home? I told her, I know for a fact you run the business, you will not do housework. So then you're earning person, you'll pay half electricity, half water, half everything. No, no, I can't manage that. No, you have to help me. Help and support. How you're managing like an independent woman, you'll manage here. Made it very clear. No more free money, no more easy money. Okay, so she understood that. So she will decide when to come. And just FYI, you might be assuming that she said, I want to come back immediately. No, she didn't say that. She doesn't want to come back immediately. She wants to come back after there is a festival called Songkran, which is a Thai festival, water festival. She wants to come back only after that. So it's April. So then she said, okay, so now you've forgiven me. These are actual words. Will you send me money again? Again, immaturity. I told her, no, your punishment remains. You're still going to earn your livelihood as normal and you live within your means. I'm not going to give you any money. I will take care of the daughter, not you. You have to earn. You will continue. Your punishment remains. I told her, I can't just forget. You made a mistake. You pay a price for it. I told her, you can stay a full year if you want in Ubon, the village. I'll not feel bad. But I'm not going to send a single penny. So whether you come today or whether you come after Ubon, after Songkran, that water festival, you can Google search. It's a very famous festival. People throw water. But nowadays they've commercialized and sexualized it with females dancing without a bra and without underwear. And they make their body wet and show their... It's become disgusting. Okay. This is the world. Okay, anyway. So foreigners come to Thailand for this. But she celebrates with the family. They celebrate with the family. So I said, you can stay as long as you like, but I'm not giving money. Okay. Then I could see that there was something inside that was, I said, see, listen, today I'm not angry. I told you, today's your birthday. Open your heart. Whatever you want, you tell me. So then she said, I want to, uh, you know, then she stopped. And I said, you want to celebrate your birthday, right? She said, yeah, if you can just give me little money to buy some meat for the house. I said, forget the meat and forget all that. And she thought I said no. I said, you will take your mother, you will take your sister, you will take your family, because, there's something which you should know. I really love, respect her mother and father. Very hardworking, very simple people. And whenever I was to go to Ubon, the village, was to make sure the father and mother were taken care of. I would give them whatever they wanted, whether they wanted a barbecue every day. They love barbecue, pork and all that. It's like a luxury. So they love to cook and eat. And as to buy them gifts and all that, which they never got. And we had planned last time to go as a family. And 3 years ago, the father, he was waiting for us to arrive. And because the last time when I came there, he likes smoking. So I bought him packs of cigarettes, the full pack. He used to only buy, they buy like open 1 or 2 cigarettes they buy, from shops. They can't afford the whole one packet. So I bought him a carton. So carton means a whole this thing. So he was very happy and he didn't want to share with anyone. And because I was to buy the pork and for barbecue every day, and they would, keep their quota because everyone is eating. And children used to eat his quota. He's saying, this is my quota. I want to eat. So I has to take care of them. So he was very excited when he said, we are coming. And he was like, oh, we are going to eat pork every day. And we're going to... Unfortunately, he died 1 week before we would leave. It was a shock. He just died. I supported my wife through that process, the grieving process. But I was very sad, very upset that he died because he was a good man. He was really, really a good man. So I told my wife, I want to make sure this time. I told my wife, I want to make sure that you have good moments with your mom. So I told her, you'll take your mom, okay, and give her whatever she wants in terms of food, party, barbecue, whatever. Take her to a restaurant of her choice. And it's your birthday. You also go to the restaurant with her of your choice. And baby loves to cut cake on your birthday. Buy her a cake. She said, can I buy a little bigger cake? It's slightly expensive. I said, buy her the largest cake you want. And then she said, okay, one cake everyone will eat. Can I have two cakes? I said, buy, just buy. Take, makes you happy, makes the baby. So buy the barbecue. See, it's not, I'm not sharing it to say how generous I am. It's very, very affordable for me. It's hardly anything. But I'm sharing with you so you know the actual conversations. I said, take your mom for the barbecue, make her happy, spend those moments, make it special. Take your entire family. Um, whatever is the bill, I'll take care. Take the baby, buy the cake, and take those children also. A lot of children who can't afford, you can take them. And then my wife also asked, I could see that she wanted to say, I said, say everything. I'm giving you I'm your husband. I take care of you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't have this call. You can trust me. Yes, I'm angry. Yes, I'm angry. Yes, you have hurt me. But that is tomorrow, not today. Today is your birthday. So 12 o'clock in the midnight. So finally she took the courage and said, I want to give the monk and the temple something for blessings for my father, mother, my late father. I said, you give me a budget. You spend whatever, just give me the bill. Sorry, give me the bill. Okay. After that, she said, please don't feel angry. I'll say something. I said, just say. My mother already booked a pilgrimage to go she was worried of our marriage. She has to go for it. Okay. She said, I managed to scrape like 200, 300 baht so she can not be hungry, because otherwise they share, they help each other. But I said, tell her to take care of herself. I'm taking care of the expense. Whatever it is, just make sure she's protected and she has enough food to eat and she comes back safely. Okay. And I could still see she had something. I said, let it out. I'm talking to you. If I didn't love you, I'm not going to have this conversation. She said, there are some poor children. I want to give them something. Okay. I said, buy what you want for those children. She said, I would like to give them some gifts to be happy. I said, go ahead, buy. And then she kept quiet. She said, I want to. I said, just say. She said, I want to give my mummy little pocket money. She doesn't have any. I said, give me the bill. Okay, whatever is the total. And then she told me, don't feel angry, but something more. I said, say it's your birthday. Say. She told me there's some insurance policy which I take care. I said, did I ever say no to your mother's insurance policy? I said, okay, take care. Then all small things here and there. And she said, I have to register the land in my name. That is pretty expensive. I said, you went to the village to do that. I have given you my word. I will take care. So I said, what else? Anything else? She said, I want to have with my friends, my best friends. I said, yeah, your party. She said, no, I want to give a separate. Okay. All right. Anything else? And she thought, she was started to smile. I could see that. I said, but remember, I'm not giving you unlimited money for anything, everything. Huh? And then I could read. So then she said, no, this is enough. Okay. I said, make sure that you have a good time. Make sure that you're happy. Make sure the mom is happy. Make sure the baby is happy. Make sure take plenty of photos. Think this is the last time you'll spend time with. Be absolutely happy. Okay. Only thing is, don't brag and show off. Make it special. I said, instead of more of your friends who will never be there, do it with your family. So we finally agreed, and that's where it stands as of now. It's 4:20. I'm sure my wife and all of them are going to eat food and all that, because they will eat for the next 3 to 5 hours. They'll eat slowly. So I'm taking care. So as of now, the situation where does it stand is, I've told my wife she can come back anytime she wants. She'll come back only after April. She'll not have access to my bank accounts, which is a given. She will not have unlimited funds like before. She will earn her own as long as she's in the village. When she comes back here, she will have a budget every month, and she will manage within the budget. Okay. Um, Even the baby, not unlimited, everything fixed. I did also tell my wife, I asked my wife before, when I was to ask you, you want to come out, let's go out to eat food. Like, I like to go with the family. She would say no, because she wanted to eat her own thing and watch a movie. So I don't know. I always wanted to go with the family. I feel that sense of joy. I told her, do you know that right now I'm fasting all the way till 9, intermittent fasting, 9 o'clock evening? She said, yeah. I said, do you know why do I do that? She said, yeah, to keep fit. I said, yes, to keep fit, of course. It's part of it. But do you know one of the biggest reasons why? She said, no. I said, because if I go out alone, I can go to Burger King, I can go to McDonald's, I can go to expensive premier joints, I can afford it. But then I feel my wife is not there. My baby is, that experience my baby will not have, like eating kebabs or eating Arabic food, all that, because I want her to be part of this. What's the point being a father, being a husband, and enjoying everything alone? I want you to experience this as long as I'm alive, and for us to have the memories. That is why all the videos and Instagram, we used to go as family. I used to take them out. If you actually see now, ever since I'm alone, am I going out? No. Why? Why to eat alone? For what? So that's why I'm sitting at home. So I told her, I'm doing this because I love the family. I love you. I love the baby. She's joking, yeah, but I thought you said you don't miss. And I said, oh, of course I fucking miss. I said, you're my only family. You're the only family I have. It's just that I don't show. I said, if I didn't miss you, I would have told you, fuck off. I would have blocked you. I talk to you every day. But I'm pissed off with you because you made a mistake, a purposeful mistake. I said, whenever I go out, why I take the baby? As a father, I feel happy I can share that experience with my baby. I said, right now it hurts me that my baby cannot eat expensive chips, crisps, chocolates. She can't eat those. She can't afford to buy a Snickers, a Twix, a Mars, a Cadbury. She can't afford. I said, it hurts me. It's my child. I want her to have this. She's buying cheap, um, wafer stickers with cheap chocolate, but I want her to know the life of poor children, because poor children manage to live that life. I want her not to take life for granted. That I have a foreigner, Farang father. I am like, I live foreigner life. No, you're a villager. I want her to know that life. I want her to eat like normal people, like the poor Thai people, sticky rice and curry, not everyday chicken and prawns and this and that. And my daughter is, from having Burger King and French fries, which are very overpriced for a poor Thai family, very overpriced. They can afford it once a year. I have to take her almost every week because it's slightly far. I can afford every day. That's why I didn't send her the iPad. That's why I didn't pamper her. I want her to know this is a simple village life. So that's why I told her. That's why I'm fasting. so that I don't feel the need to go outside. I said, when you come back, I'll go back to my normal eating ways. We can go together as a family. I said, before I was to call you, you say no. I said, I has to feel. And when I would take her out, she would make a grumpy face, an angry face. It would hurt me because taking my family out with me at least show some appreciation. Like she would be like, you know, she would be happy with her Thai food, but she would not be happy with the food I want. But today she's yearning for it because she took blessings for granted. Anyway, like they say, you learn from life, you learn through ups and downs. For me, this what happened was one of the best things that could have happened because my wife was taking life for granted. She was taking her blessings for granted. From being a simple village girl, for her to ask $20,000 birthday gift gold chain, for her to, where once upon a time her dream was to eat a pizza because they couldn't afford a pizza. And when I would take her, she would be like, she would show like she's not enjoying, and it would ruin my moment because I'm taking them out to a new joint. I used to feel like, what is this? I'm going with the family. And she would say, you go alone, you eat alone. We're family, you know. For my baby to get used to eating Burger King, French fries, and all overpriced stuff that a Thai family could eat only maybe once a year, a poor Thai family. I wanted them to reset. Sometimes we take life for granted, no? And like I told you in the beginning of the video, sometimes we take our loved ones for granted. We take the blessings that we have for granted. We take everything for granted until we lose it. And only after we lose it, we're like, oh, sheesh, man. My mother and father, how I disrespected them, how I took them for granted, how I took their blessings for granted. I should tell my wife, one day if I die, if I'm not there, who will take care of you? Who will take care of the baby? People are giving all big talk, easy talk. I'll take care of the baby. Don't know, I love your baby. But now when she actually said, can you help? Everybody, every brother, every sister, we can't take care. We have enough financial headaches and that baby is hyper. We can't take care. See? Very easy to talk, very difficult to do. And where my baby used to take, Kinder, that egg, toy egg, and all that she used to take for granted. Now she's yearning for it again. And I even purchased 100 eggs. I bought different packs because they were giving a special offer. So my baby also took life for granted. And my wife, who had unlimited access to my bank account and buy whatever, now she will have limited access to her account. And I told her, she even asked me, but you should give me freedom to do what I want with my money. My money. I told her, exactly. From now, I'm going to give a fixed income. You want to lend the entire money to anyone? Fine. But you'll have fixed income. Or you want to eat for yourself, buy things for yourself, or you want to buy gold and then have nothing. So you'll have a fixed salary and you have to manage. And if you want to start working and run a business, then you have to pay all the expenses because you're not working for me, working for you. So we spoke nicely. We spoke for nearly 1 hour. And I made her understand, yes, I'm angry. Yes, I'm hurting. But I need you to go through this so you learn and become a better person. And the baby will become better. And why I thought I'd share this with all of you is because many of you wanted to know what's happening. And yeah, many of you thought I abandoned my child, I abandoned my wifey. That's not the case. But like I told you, the reason why I didn't share, and many people ask, Roy, how can you abandon your baby? And oh, I had respect for you. I give a fuck to your respect. I give a fuck to whether you follow me, don't follow me. I told you, I needed time. I needed time to sort it out. And the people who are close to me, I told them, I need time to sort it out. It will sort out in time. It's not that easy, you don't get to flip the switch and everything is done. So anyway, this is where it currently stands. So I waited for her birthday and we have kind of made peace, kind of like still ironing things out. She will be back when she wants to come back. That is after April. She and the baby. I'm not going to send her money. She has to still manage. She's being a businesswoman, which is very good. Baby, I'll take care. And all other expenses, emergency, her mother's health, and all that. As usual, I'm the head of the family. I take care. So, anyway, thought I'd share this with you. So, and for those of you who deleted me or blocked me or whatever, don't bother coming back, because I always have this policy. If you delete me once or you give profanity or whatever, you have taken me for granted. You have disrespected me. You thought, I know that you thought I was a bad guy. You thought I was hurting my wife and kid. Agreed. And because of that, you abused me. I've not given you that right to abuse me. This is my family, not yours. You're not paying a single penny for them. I am. I take care of them. So for those of you who blocked, deleted, or don't bother coming back. I don't need your friendship. I don't need you in my life. I'm not angry with you. You have a right to your opinion. But if you're blocked and deleted from my life, okay, my wife I can give a second chance. But provided I know to control it. Because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And this mistake will not be repeated again. So please, for those of you who are my followers, well-wishers, whatever, if you broke up and I blocked you, or we don't send a ad back request or apologies or whatever, not angry with you, but you mean nothing to me. And even if you did, we move on. Anyway, good, bad, ugly, feel free, comment down below. I thought I would update you guys. So most probably after April, you'll see them come back, and it'll be nice for the family to be back again. And it's been 3 months, 3 more months left. Anyway, my wife's birthday is today. I hope she has an amazing day, and I'll keep you guys updated. You guys take care. Good, bad, ugly. This is me signing off.